So for the main panel we have the following features. We have the control panel, which in this case being an ultimate. We have the PC 380 that has a digital display, and we're gonna see in the following description what every feature of the panel makes. This was, like you have seen, the on-off button. Now that the panel is on, you have the display for the time, you have the exterior temperature, the interior temperature, and then we have the following buttons. For this button, when you push it, everything that is a 12-volt consumer, meaning lights, USB charging ports, other consumers of 12 volts will be on, and you're gonna see that this is on right now. The next button on the upper side of the control panel is the water pump on-off. In this case, this is on-off. After this, you have the exterior lights, and with the exterior lights you will turn on the side step lights and the front light in the technical area. For this button is the button where you can change the contrast of the display. On the lower side we have the prog button, on which you're gonna keep pushing until this happens, where you do all the settings of the control panel. And all the settings of the control panel, you have your user manual that you can see and use in order to see what you can change about the display. Let's say the main thing that you will play with will be the display color, which can be changed in multiple colors. You have different options for the display. One that suits you best will be, of course, your choosing. After you made all the settings that you want, you will go to exit and push again prog, and again yes, and all the settings will be saved. The next button from the lower side, it's the water tank level. In this case there is no water in the water tank, so you are told that you have no water, and an alarm is ticking from time to time. And the last button is the button where you can see the level of the batteries. In this case the caravan is not connected to a car, so the car level, battery level is 0, and this is the current level and the voltage of the caravan battery. And this was the main panel features for the ultimate version of the Migrator. So in this case I want to explain how you will connect the caravan to the car. And the main thing is you should bring the caravan next to the car hook. The car hook should be here. You have this handle that you have a lever here that you will push up, and you will lower the caravan on the hook. You will go like this, keeping like this, and then you use the lever to lower or go up with the caravan until you go on the hook. And this lever will go horizontal when you know that the caravan is hooked correctly. The next thing that you should do is you should take the 13-pin lights connection of the caravan, and in this case we have an example of a car connection. And the main damage that is made to this kind of light connection is at this 13-pin, everybody pushes too hard and starts to damage the pins. So the correct way to hook this is, you're gonna see here you have a small indent that will also go in this small indent, and this is perpendicular to this when you hook it. So you will go it like this, you will push it, and always after you push you will go like this to turn it away, and now it's hooked. So you should always be careful when you are hooking, because these pins are very sensible, and this is the first damage that you will do to the caravan if you are not attentive. Now, the next thing that you should do after you hooked the caravan to the car is to take the safety cable that will go around the car hook like this, and you will pull it like this for sure to be sure that it's safe. And this will be the main safety of the caravan in case something happens to the hook. After this step, you should always check the lights in the back, in the sides, that everything is working properly. The last thing that you should check before you go driving is that this lever, that is the handbrake, should always be like this, down. Otherwise, the wheels will be braked and you will damage the axle system. For the technical area, we have the three main boxes that have the electric utility of the caravan. The black box in the left, it's the battery charger, electronic battery charger, that will charge the batteries that have the AGM or gel technology or acid. In this case, after you hook the caravan to the 220 net, you will have to push this button that will become green, and charging will start for the caravan. If you do not push this button and it is not green, then even if the caravan is connected to the 220 net, nothing will happen with the battery. It will not do the charge. This next box is the 12 volt distributor of the central electrical, which is responsible for everything inside that is a 12 volts consumer. If short circuit happens to anything inside, this is where you have to come and check the fuse boxes, the fuses here, that are corresponding with the fridge, with the lights, with the chargers, with everything. This next box is the DS120, which is the box with the fuses for the 220 volt socket. When you connect the caravan to the 220 net, in case there's a surcharge or anything, this will go down and the charging will stop and everything will stop consuming regarding 220. You should always check this every 6 months. You should check these fuse boxes because you have to be sure that these are functional. The electrical main shut-off button here is the shut-off button that stops everything inside the caravan regarding electric. If everything happens, if there's a necessity to shut down everything electrically, you have to push this like this and everything is shut down. Then to turn it back on, you will have to go to the right like this and everything will go again on. So the main difference in the 2022 version of the Migrator is the short door version, which now is a standard for the Migrator. And the main difference is, of course, that the back door is shorter, which before it was until this point. Now the door frame is shorter, and we have a central locking. And another difference is that you can only open and lock the door from outside. You do not have an interior opening lock. So because of these changes in the back door entrance, the door being shorter and this area being higher, we had to give this mobile step for an easier entering through the back.